If you're looking for an outlet for your anger and sadness over the past few days, I want to talk to you about how fiber arts like crocheting, knitting, and sewing have a long, rich history in American politics. American colonists boycotted British goods by spinning their own yarn and knitting and weaving. And as the British occupied Philly in 1777, a tavern owner actually reportedly hid troop movement plans inside of balls of yarn. And during the Revolutionary War, women organized groups to knit stockings and deliver them to freezing soldiers who were undersupplied with warm clothes. Like today, women took matters into their own hands and provided solutions to problems where the government was lacking. Abolitionist societies knit fancy textiles, caps, and shawls to sell at anti slavery fairs to raise money for abolitionist groups. And the 1840 annual abolitionist fair in Massachusetts was so large it actually had to be held at Faneuil Hall in Boston. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. And on April 13th, 1918, 200 women marched on the New York State Capitol in Albany with their knitted bags to protest unjust labor laws. New York women had recently obtained the right to vote, and a journalist at that time pointed out behind the knitting bags were knitters, and behind the knitters were ballots. And this is why the legislators saw these women for the first time as real people. The act of making clothes yourself has emancipating qualities to it. Instead of having to rely on ready-made clothes from unethical companies, you pick a pattern yourself and you format it specifically to your body. There are so many more stories of men and women throughout history and long before America even existed of fiber arts being involved in politics, and how people used the art to fight for justice. And if you're looking for a tangible outlet, I want to encourage you to consider fiber arts. I have some tutorials on my page for crochet and sewing, and I know there's numerous other creators on here. Not only is it a relaxing outlet, but for me, when I feel like things are out of control, it helps me and comforts me to know that I can make something beautiful. So these crafts connect us and connect us to our ancestors. So let's make beautiful things and try to make a more beautiful world together.